Can you imagine the day that you have AI assistants as part of your team and you can communicate via the preferred channel of communication, Slack, Discord, Telegram, or whatever other channel? And also, they can take over tasks that usually can take weeks or even months to deploy. In this sense, imagine the following. I have my website, and of course, I want to make some changes. And I don't want to wait 1 week until I see the changes, because usually, if I want to make something, I have to request it to the IT team to change an image. And wouldn't it be easier if my digital assistant can just tell me, hey, I can do this in a few minutes? So it's 4:05 and we're going to do that, where you have digital twins of your people that they can take over mundane tasks that you don't want to do anymore. So this is what we're going to do. I have my team here and I have human people and I have also digital assistants, which are the digital twins in this case of our CTO. In this case, what we're going to do, we're going to change images from Discord. I don't want to bother the human CTO to make some changes on my website because he has more important things to do, but I need some changes. Help me change the images of the following section. And of course, this should be easy. I'm just going to take the picture here of the light mode only to do the following darker pictures. So what I want, because in the light mode in our website, I don't like so much brightness, but then I'm just telling the digital twin, do that, do the following with a simple prompt. And in that sense, of course, this digital twin of the real human has already learned what's important for me in my business. And just a quick go through, this is what we're going to do. So I have my website here. This is the light mode. This is the dark mode. And in the dark mode, I very much like the way that these images look. But in the light mode, I don't know, I feel them too bright. So I have the same pictures in the dark mode and I'm telling him, hey, change these images from my website, which we are gonna load or reload to see that the images are still there. It's 4:08. I think my video is a little bit lag. I hope you can see my screen. The local CTO that he said that I change only the light mode challenges images, he pushed directly. He just create the verification and then the deploy is queue. This means that in any moment, of course, now we need to wait for the cloud to accept the changes. We should see the darker images here. What we have here now, it's a team of agents. They know how to take over tasks and create their own workflows. So they can take over mundane tasks that is only piling up. So could you imagine that you could change your website in a matter of a few minutes only with one simple prompt? He knows what to do. He has learned what is important for us. It has already a process that he cannot skip. So now in this process, of course, I can trust. And here it is. I can trust that the process that he's going to take, it is actually secure. This is the light mode and this is the dark mode. Of course, AI promises a lot, but until you implement all of that, until you learn the new tools, is crazy. So what we're doing is we are utilizing the same environment that you already have, the preferred channel of communication, and doing the work in an instant. We're helping companies to have their digital twins so they can take over mundane tasks. And they're like interns in the sense that when they arrive in day one, they don't have a lot of knowledge of the business. But then after time passes, in day 15, in day 30, in day 100, they know what's important of your business and they connect all the silos and use the tools that your team and your company will use on a daily basis to deploy their tasks. Let's do another quick run out, but look here, autonomous operations, this text is actually very light. So what I'm gonna do, let's see if he can do it super fast. So in this section, the points are very light. Use a darker color. So what we're trying to do is we're taking over mundane tasks. We are doing changes in a fast pace. And of course, now we can say, hey, but this is a one-off task. This is not a one-off task. The way to deploy to each of our websites, it needs to have a specific standard. It needs to have a specific process. To deploy changes on a website, you need many tools, from local repositories to cloud, to servers, to GitHub. And all of this process is already taken over by our digital twin because they have already compound knowledge of our company, of what is important for us to be able to be trustworthy and do whatever we want. And this is just a website. We have daily tasks. We have other clients and other tasks that we can perform for our clients, and of course, in a secure, reliable way. So we're going to see here, it takes always a couple of minutes until the changes are deployed, but that's not the digital twins, that's actually the cloud, because that's the time that it takes. And he also said that he fixed the darker checklist and he pushed. So again, we don't need to wait for ages until the changes of the websites that we desire are live. We just need to have our reliable and trustworthy digital twin. Of course, the digital twin, it has to have all the processes, everything that is important for us to actually allow them to make the changes. The cloud now needs to accept the changes, which is taking a few minutes, but here it's 4:19. And let's see how long he took. In this way, what he took is I sent the request, and the request, it was at 16. Then 2 minutes, he actually was working also on recording what he did for the previous changes. Now it's 18. He said he pushed it, so it literally took 3 minutes. But let's see if we are already updating this. Maybe we can ask what is the status. Well, he said that I will darker and bullet points. Well, he did commit. He already commit. What changed? Real results. Okay. We are not seeing the commit. There it is. So 4:20. So in total, how many minutes? 5 minutes. Let's see. So from 4:16 until 4:20, just a few minutes to make changes via Discord to our website, and not only colors, but also uploading images. Your digital twin, your Teddy, is ready for you to learn from your process and just start compounding intelligence, compounding knowledge, and create workflows that connect all your silos that you have in your company and map out its own processes. Peace.